Get lively now.
Prepare for battle.
You're a trusty mate.
Some things are just not
Well, I'd say it's all CIS right now. You know, we got BP versus 404 coming down to a best of one, essentially, in this situation, Pycat. And a big switch up from 404. This time around, seeming to choose to focus more heavily on their lane effect. Pretty roughed up.
first blood. Yes, the point.
Step right. Your admiral is on board.
It's not the big kill on GPK.
The battle begins.
Yeah, and this bot lane should be quite peculiar, right? Because they don't necessarily in the early levels have great lockdown, so it's going to be interesting to see if they'll be able to actually punish this Drow lane. Currently, they've still got 3 heroes down.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Well, it's the creep swap, right? It's like, haha, here's the ball. I've enchanted the ball. Oh, I've persuaded the ball. And in the end, like, the Chen should come out a little bit ahead. Now, one interesting thing I'm going to make you do, Pycat, is that I'm sticking Thari and Trent on the edge of the ship. You're going to kick one off because there was some discussion in the panel about the Kunkka versus Deep and how favored this is for you. That was very diplomatic. That's true. And then, you know, the bracer, it's not as strong as it once was, but you get one of those phase boots, you always have the means to just disconnect from. Yeah, I don't think he cares about Ping.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Need to hold on. Chen, meanwhile, on the top lane, is going to be ran down. Even though they got the ball back in their possession, it didn't matter. They said, okay, in that case, we'll promote it to Chen because it's a level 1 holy.
Wait up.
One bash. Might just do it. Can they even get it? Come on. Oh, that's 4 attacks. He's owed it. He actually cancelled the attack in the end. He'll finally get one on the solo. Oh, no, he's not going to. No. We've all been there, Faceless Void players, where you're like, I think I might have this. Do I dive hoping for the 3rd bash in a row? Primed is an understatement there. Yeah, if he bashed no one once on that retreat, that is likely going to be a kill. I think the surprising part about the way that chain kill occurred is how, even though Edge started bot, Illy still managed to get level 2 before. Oh, and we'll get him. DM, It's taking a lot of pummeling from Zayats here, and even though we get the kill, the big win is going to be saved as he pummels his face in with his... Oh. Now, in this situation, it's just a giant mace. It doesn't make sense. Have you ever noticed the animation for this cosmetic makes no sense? He's not swinging a mace, he's just kind of thumping them. Weird way. Ruining my mud.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Stomp coming out to Ramses. They're just gonna run him down here. I'll die for this as well. The urn online, Ramses is gone, and he just TP back. No TP for about 15-20 seconds when he's up, and they have Sal, so they don't even get punished for this.
I guess you're more.
Yep, there we go. They kind of had to. There's no other option, right? Like, you can maybe TP Buzz Gen to try for this matchup because the Beast Gen is clearly not giving you the
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now.
Against a Viper. Not really the type of hero you want to match up against.
Where are you going?
In the first place.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, save is here. So it looks like they want to try and make a kill when 6 comes to GPKs. They did go for that early point
Dire
stomp on the
are scanning.
problem is Sumil, he's rotating away. The scan
Radiant's
does
bottom tower
spot this
is
in
under
advance
attack.
though, along with the ward, so it shouldn't really net anything for Sumil.
Radiant's middle tower
I
is
don't know
under
if you can
attack.
push the tower. There could be... is there any way that the VP defend this, that the VP can dip the system?
Dire's structures are fortified.
Oh. Well, yeah. They actually dove the tower, so Sumail does come in. He gets hit up by the bow, he's chasing forward. The damage too much. GPK, he never got a clip of the ghost ship. He didn't get the buff, and that means both of them are going down. The exorcism proves worthwhile, and even though they find a return kill in the top lane, Sumail extending that lead now from the mid.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Most definitely. It's the fact that, you know, if you don't get greedy and make that dive as well, Sumail probably doesn't get anything
Radiant's
from that
top
rotation.
tower
It's
is
just
under
advantage
attack.
GPK. But now, both again and 30. That's the difference here, right? Like, he can go and make another play. Sumail, he's still got to down to 90 seconds now. As I'm talking about that, bot lane. Punish the air.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Ah, regeneration!
And that was pre-6, so yeah,
Radiant's
these
top
kills are going to
tower
get
is
easy, and
under
now Ramses is the marksmanship and flyer. I guess one worry is it's not the easiest to get on top of the Drow. Not with these supports anyway on the side of you. That Kuka does have a DD, so maybe he can try and make a play. They went for an interesting ward in the mid, by the way, under their tier 1 tower. I don't know if this was intended. And it gives a vision on the high ground, I guess. The boat's coming in now. kind of Sumail. He's siphoning up, and he's going to have enough to live through this. They have to commit the chrono, so they will get him in the end. But Big almost committed to finally close that kill onto
I
Sumail.
foresaw your death the moment you were born.
Was that?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Not only that.
Dire's
So
top tower
there was
is
some
under
aggression
attack.
coming out from 404. They were diving for the magnifiers there. They actually ended up getting punished by DM today.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
No, usually this hero, because a lot of your damage
Radiant's
output is
middle
around
tower
multi-shot
is
a lot of
under
the time,
attack.
right? So Midas feels a bit finicky because it doesn't amplify the multi-shot. But I guess he feels like he needs to scale much quicker, and they can't necessarily fight too quickly in this game.
Radiant's
Team
bottom
Epic
tower
Kid, he's
is
going for
under
the Master
attack.
Madness starter. Whether he'll go for a Battle Fury afterwards, or if he want to feel more involved, is getting.
Radiant's top tower is under
Does this feel
attack.
like a good Battle Fury game if that's the way Epic Kid wants to go?
Dire are scanning. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That makes sense. So you've got a lot of damage in the Chronos as well, right? ET starts getting levels in the natural order, and you've got that Never
Dire's
Toxin as
bottom
well.
tower is
DM
under
probably
attack.
match that
Boss
next.
money.
Speaking of skills, Sumail has thrown out the Exorcism in the bot, so another rotation to secure a tower that usually gets ignored by the mid as well.
Dire's
He gets rid of that
bottom
bot
tower
tag
has
with
fallen.
big kill in the mid lane as well. DM gets picked off, no one's being chased onto. Vengeance might be had here by the support duo.
Radiant's top
Run down the
tower is under
Beastmaster.
attack.
Reinforcements are coming, but they're too late. Sumail won't be able to punish them for that dive.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Here's the point. Around.
Big hit, but it's not a bad item right against the Beastmaster army, the Chen army. You can kind of see
Radiant's
that,
top
but
tower has been
definitely
denied.
a very different approach to what we usually do. With all this stacking, he'll definitely get some extra gold in his pocket along the way. We'll see what he wants to go for in this type of game as well. I feel like this is maybe a really good Heaven's Halberd game. The Radiant
Dire's
build
top
feels a little
tower
bit
is
dead.
under attack.
It's not a bad game for you to go that way, but if you've already got Yench building the Crimson Guard, you're kind of already
Dire's
offsetting
top tower has fallen.
farm point.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's going for a Spirit Vessel. I hope this gets communicated before he starts buying into things, but this could get very awkward very quickly.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm more respect. There is a decent amount of dot thrown around by 404 fights, especially the first one. It won't be the easiest armor toggle in the game. Still always a good item. It is.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We're going to spot it too late.
Sean has fallen
Hooks it up.
to the Radiant.
DT was almost on time to storm. Not anybody would have been able to follow it up. And there you go. This is clearly why Ramsey's got the minus. And another glove of haste. Want the extra attack. Figured it out.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay. Maybe he saw, okay, well, the Drow's got this one, and now that she's got the Aegis as well, like, it's not an easy pick. So if we can't punish someone's Midas, clearly you just join.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Smoke break. Sumail's been found who throughout the silence will screw off their timing on the X, but Save is there to save the day. And end the day for Sumail. He committed the exorcism as well, was forced out the chrono, but it's working out from Zayas. He's going to roll in now, dishing out a lot of damage. Solo stays alive. Hand God is good enough, but not with those follow-up bashes. Every kid able to run him through Zayas' fan as well. They got rid of the Aegis on the side. Ramsey's tried to join in and completely backfires the 404. And surprised they even wanted to take that fight with the way it began. No.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, I mean, this has been a thing that's been highlighted. The communication, mostly Sumail only knows Da and Davai. And the lads do have a tendency to speak in Russian in the early phases, so I wouldn't be surprised. I've heard some interesting stories with talented and experienced teams past language. Oh, that's sustained from 404 would be getting out at this stage, right? Like the spirit cycle gets up, the hand of God is going to feel a little underwhelming. Kind of bridging the gap, you know, covers Void's more greedy build going for that Midas and the Manchester. And of course, DM is going for that as well, so they're going to have the lockdown, right? Shut down. As we just got a preview, Ramses, if he gets stuck on the spot for more than 2 seconds, he's probably going to die.
Straight to the bottom with you.
Thank you, my beauties.
They have so much damage as well, right? Like, usually people see a Drow like, oh man, look at this ability to pierce armor. ET kind of does that for the whole team, right? Once this natural order is maxed out, the magical damage output at the side of VP is ridiculous. The extra damage from the bashes, the Viper. It's going to be a very, very scary mid-game for 404. More like a game of dodge. These deep balls from VP, they're always hunting. Okay, he's moving to the spot lane. He's spotted out.
Radiant's
there is
middle
vision
tower is
for
under
404
attack.
here as well, but I don't know if they want to fight this. It might be a little bit too scary to face up against it. Right now, you kind of look at VP's cores and you have to wonder who is an easy takedown. Like Epic Kid is always so far back. You mentioned Kunkka, Viper, almost 2k HP. I think we all learn our mistakes over the years of trying to Viper. Yeah, he's like, well, I can't really hit creep. Epic Kid's doing that. So I might as well just go on the way, shove him in safe. Sumail, I don't know if he wants to commit exorcism. It would be nice if they could get some more tower gold. But I think the worry is if they use any of these big ults, there's going to be a punishment for VP. There might be a punishment either way as VP have smoked up. No one, Ramses. So I know, right? It's like it's become so iconic for so long. This is the Prodigy boys. They got rid of one of their Ps and they became the very big VP. As I move in, gets hit off the silence. They can't get the chrono down. They need to be careful here. Roland is going to be there for a roll as well. Trying to heal up Epic Kid. Bo's going to come through to try and save the day. It might be too late though. They've lost him. Void is down. They'll poke from the high ground. Sumail chunking up a lot of damage. He's going to heal up for a little bit with the use to buy some time. But Stomp's going to be the torrent. Perfectly timed to punish him. When ET's buyback, they'll look to the ES's buyback rather. They'll look to move forward. They might not find more than just the ET kill after the Void one though. as it looks like Virtus Pro has gotten everyone else out and away.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, and we now see the potential weakness of the draft at this point. It really is the void. Like, even when they commit everything to save him, it's still feasible 4-4 to bring him down. And that turnaround kill on the Sumail that occurred, he's going for the BKB next. And next time, if you do not get the Chrono out, that's not going to happen. 4-4 would be able to
Dire's
run you
middle
over
tower
with
is under
the
attack.
mid still alive.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it feels like it's almost a requirement, right? Because who else is frontlining? Who can frontline for this? Oracle, if it's not BP. Yeah, and the Earth Spirit will be able to do that as the game goes on. He's building into BKB as well. Been seeing a lot more of this. I think it just makes sense for what the hero does, right? Bulk ups down top of target. And also it means you don't get punished super hard if your rolling boulder doesn't connect. This one
Dire's
will.
top tower is under attack.
Pick. Pushes him out of the split shot, but it won't matter. They'll still get the kill. Shot wasn't that important. It feels like a really spooky game to be an engine at. Now clearly, as we've seen with other heroes, the solution is to build boots of travel pipe. Oh. I don't mind the idea of playing.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The boots of travel was definitely 100% him.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And usually this hero
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower
Yes,
is
and
under
he's going to
attack.
Nag, so we're getting the pure anarchy. It makes sense against this lineup. Like, we've seen what happens. If they can chain stun Sumail, even with BKB, of course, the kind of issue there is you have to not be stunned to press it. They have the means to kind of force him in that manner. I think that's the nice thing about the ET, right? Is like you can go for the stomp, and they either react with like a BKB or a 4-star, or then you can like kind of assess whether it's worth going. Actually, yeah, he's got it. Queued up another ultimate orb to bait us. So that makes me wonder if he's considering a Skadi. Would be a very good game for it. Against the ranged heroes, against the heal that we talked about before. This smoke, everything might be against this Drow. Ramses has no escape either. They'll jump in, time dilation. They realize they don't even need the Chrono to kill this one. And that's going to be an easy pick into what should be a quick roach.
Dire's top tower is fortified.
But they're going to be okay with that trade, I think. Like it's almost like the Drow's a little bit too predictable. This ward that BP put down definitely wouldn't be paying on. But make sure that there's no any sort of a bolt coming out from the floor. They will still
Dire's
across the
bottom
bomb.
tower is under attack.
Might find another kill. No one. It's been here too long. Safe blink away. There's no way they want you to get Chrono for a kill at this stage. Got me wondering, like, what's the plan now? Like, this Drow, you've got the BKB online. That's at least something, but how are you going to save her if she gets Chrono? Ramsey. Okay, there's the chrono. Ideally, you don't want your Drow getting chronoed is the correct response by Cat. But when she's found out Roman alone, that's what's going to happen. ET isn't even going to be brought down. We'll finally get him at the end of this, but it's an overcommitment now from 404, and they need to get out. Atos is going to be there to Sumel. The Bastion, BKB does get forced out of the exorcism. He has to stand and fight. But Epiki doesn't care. With the Mask of Madness attack speed, he's bashing through him. The Hand of God to try and sustain him. Will barely get him away, and the follow-up one bash will be enough. Nice save by Zayat. Will allow him to get away, but the torrent does clip onto the Earth Screwer, so he will be punished. This Solo's able to just TP out. Same with Sumel. The Zayat is going to be left behind, and of course, because they got the Drow before that, a worthwhile trade for VP. And the tower will fall fast against the force of VP. It seems like 404 it's almost like they're trying to allow Drow free space to farm, right? Where they just make plays as 4. But it seems VP have just completely read the book on Drow and understand that's how they want to play, and they're not going to let that be the case. They keep finding Ramsey time and time again alone. Got the BKB at least. But can he turn around now? Moy shot out to Viper. He's so damn tanky though, and Solo being ran down by the edge, moving in. Epi Kid.
Radiant's bottom tower
He's hot on pursuit, looking for more. It's not just Solo that he wants the bigger kill. Time walk in. If they get one bash, that would seal the deal. The vision is good enough to get the X out though. With the torrent follow-up, they're going to lose the Drow for the 3rd time in a row. Each time VP come cool and they keep finding that Ranger.
Time is money.
And you can't just ball up, right? Like if we compare these two teams in a 5-on-5 engagement, VP's team fight right now is vastly superior. So you have to split the map like this. But the part of the plan that isn't what 404 are agreeing with is that the Drow is the one who tanks the ganks. That's not how that's meant to be happening.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
As foretold.
Unless you're playing some
Structures
Pulse 5.
are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But, that's not a bad timer for an Ench 5. I mean, I don't know if that's like a top timer for Enches or not. Probably quite high up there. Moving in, Epi Kid, time dilation. He doesn't have the mana for the chrono. He has got the arcane rune, so if you can find a good target, it's worth using. And they are stacked. If they chase into this choke point, you know he's going to throw it out. But they won. 4-4 like, nope, that's basics. Don't run into choke points against ET Void.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
I guess the real concern now is if 4-4 is if
Radiant's
VP
bottom
keep
tower
forcing closer to the base like this, do they have to damage the kill anyway?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Gone for the more greedy, Scardy build where, you know, he's relying on the fact that counter-attack isn't going to be a problem. So far, it's working out, but now the egg is gone, maybe, just maybe, 404 can make a... like it's really hard, though, with this tier 1 still standing. Because now you have to somehow sneak in an unpredictable fashion. And that extra time going around the towers might make it too obvious.
Radiant are scanning.
That's what I was saying. So they can't... Usually in this situation, you smoke and you just run past where the tower is, right? It's those extra seconds make it obvious. And instead, it's going to be VP that strike. Strand is Ayats. They'll try and back away, but it's just too much damage. They'll find Sol as well. Chrono's going to go down. They did find Drow Ranger. They're trying to heal her up with a hand of God, but it's not good enough. Yule's buys enough time for her to start running away. But she might still be there. Gus to push them back. BKB from Ramsey's trying to run this one off, but they're hunting forward. They find the kill onto the champ finally. The buyback out comes with the F Spirit, and the Crown War's going to be there. Faces forward the target. They need to connect the roll, but no! The turret storms all around the fight. Stops the rolling attempt and wipes the entirety of 404. GG immediately gets called by 404. They know it's over. And Virtus Pro, what a way to decisively decide the final game of this series.
Victory.